the work that I'm fortunate enough to do, but all the other parts are sort of there to facilitate those moments you're talking about, where you actually get to focus on what you're making and make it and disappear into it. To me, that's it's transcendent in a way because you lose yourself. You stop thinking about yourself and you're thinking about the thing you're making, and there's no better feeling.
Yeah, and Cameron, you alluded
There's
to
one or two better feelings.
Cameron, you mentioned earlier when you first joined the site there was a bit of a hesitation or somewhat of a release when you hit the record button, which is releasing your stuff out there. Is there ever a hesitation since, or what is that like? Putting your stuff out there into the world for people to see and use and remix?
Yeah, I mean there was after that first time I hit the record button, yeah, there was definitely hesitation with other works that I'd released to hit record, just because I didn't fully understand how supportive the community actually is. And so after a while, it's just like, oh, sure, I'll throw all this crap up there. You know, maybe someone will find something out of it. And then what's funny is like the things that I'm least attached to, the things that I'm just like, wow, this is just a big pile of shit. And I throw it out there, and someone's like, wow, I really like that. And they turn it into like some amazing short film or something. And you're like, what the heck? I thought it was dog doodle, but now like all sorts of people really like it. But yeah, and then as far as getting into a groove, I mean, it's difficult, definitely, to get into that artistic groove. But you know, it's just for me, it's a matter of going back to it and just keeping on and keeping on and keeping on. And then, you know, eventually you find a really good groove, and you're on a nice like caffeine high, and you just jam right through something. So, I mean,
cool. And we actually got a question directly for Sarah via Twitter from @DanielO'Brien. And this question was, you've done a lot of great work on the site and beyond. Do you ever experience writer's block or creative block, and how do you deal with it?
I think it's something that takes practice. You're not always gonna feel like writing. You're not always gonna feel like making music. But I think you just gotta sit down and do it sometimes. Just get past that thing in your head. Set yourself a goal. Set yourself a deadline. Go and find some inspiration somewhere. You know, feed that part of yourself, and it'll just give it some time. And it'll come out again. But I'm not someone who believes like, oh, I have to be in the mood to write. I have to feel it. You know, you just go and do it. And once you realize you can do that, then it becomes easier. It's a practice thing, like with anything else, I think.
And while there's challenges in art, this is a question from Twitter, from Vicky Nay.